Come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey, y'all. I want to talk about the Hip Hop Honors 2016. Not really a review because you all know I'm not this big hip hop fan. Like, I'm not really into rap music like that. But what I like, there's some of the stuff that I do like. Like, I do like these people who were actually being honored. Lil Kim, Salt and Pepper and Spinderella, Queen Latifah, Missy, Elliott. They were all amongst those were the honorees. It was like a ladies first thing that they were doing, and I like all of them, and that's why I actually tuned in, as normally I wouldn't even watch Hip Hop Honors, quite honestly, but I thought they did a good job. And of course it had its coinky dinks, you know what I mean? There was these little ghetto moments in the show that it was like, oof, oof, you know. But if you look at the feel, I follow them a little bit, because them bitches is old. Like all of them, the MC Lights and the Queen Latifah, the bitches are old. They're old at this point. So even the set of the Hip Hop Honors is different than BET Honors. They're not sitting down. They're literally standing up like they're having some type of rap concert. And I'm like, these bitches are old enough that they can actually have a sit down. They can have a sit down affair. They were sitting down up in the balconies and stuff. But the crowd is actually standing like they're at a concert. So it kind of, I don't know, it makes it less swanky. You know what I mean? Which hip hop is less swanky, and it's a little more relaxed and that kind of thing. But then that opens the door for some other things. That cue card reading was driving me crazy, and the speeches were driving me nuts. I just thought they should just get up and just talk. You could tell they were reading from the teleprompter for whatever it was that they were saying, and I was just like, that just put a bad taste in my mouth. But whatever. Funniest thing though is Busta Rhymes' ass coming out and reading the teleprompter, but then just cussing his motherfucking ass off, And I'm laughing at Angie Martinez, looking like, now why would you do that? But y'all know Busta. He gonna say, yeah, give it the fuck up for the fucking laugh. Like, oh God, Busta. A mess. But anyway, okay, so I don't know what I actually really expected, but there were some things that were there that I didn't expect that were like really, really cool. Like, I didn't expect for Felicia Rashad to actually present Queen Latifah with her award. I don't know why, but I mean, she's deserving of Felicia Rashad to present her, because she is much more than just a rapper. She actually is an actress. She has won Oscars, and she has done all these other things. She's an absolute superstar. So there's nobody that would be too good to present to Dana. And hey, they showed you that. Felicia Rashad and the First Lady. Come on now. So she had a message from Michelle Obama and Felicia Rashad. I thought that was cool. That was off the hook. I love that. Missy Elliott in her own right. Missy Elliott is a superstar as well. Missy can do almost everything. It's like she produces, she writes, she sings, and she sings. And then I found out something about Missy. Who knew? I didn't know that Mona Scott Young was actually Missy. She was back then and still is Missy's manager, her personal manager. Had no idea. Mona came out on stage, and I'm like, all right. And I give Mona a hard time when I do my reviews and stuff with Love and Hip Hop. Although, I live for Mona, and I live for the franchises. I watch it and I review every segment of it. But I got more respect for Mona when I had no idea. I did not know that Mona has been the management behind Missy all these years. I know by looking at the calculated moves that Mona makes when it comes to Love and Hip Hop, that she knows what she's doing. But my hat went off to Mona yesterday. I said, well, goddamn, Mona, okay, you are a serious, fierce ass businesswoman. You know, to have managed what Missy's done all these years, shit, Mona, you do that shit. And Missy, it was just, just listening to her accomplishments, it was just like so impressive, you know what I mean? But I've always loved Missy Elliott. One thing they did with her that they didn't, I don't think anybody really expected, they had 3 songstresses come out and actually perform songs that Missy wrote for them that weren't, I mean, they are hip hop, but they're more on the R&B side of it. Fantasia started it off with Free Yourself. And of course, Fantasia sang her goddamn ass off. And then the stage was blown apart by what ended up, for me, being the cleanest motherfucker that was on the whole damn show. That motherfucking Monica. Monica was so goddamn clean last night till I wanted to just smack her face. And it wasn't. It was Monica. The get up was just her. She did so gone. She had the pencil, the pencil leg pants that only Monica could work with her tall, long ass legs. A badass motherfucking high heel sandal, and that bitch had a motherfucking hat with that brim cocked, and had these feathers and furs and things going. Monica was cleaner than a motherfucker. Do you understand me? Sang her motherfucking ass off. And then they bring out motherfucking Tweet. They just put the Tweet. Singing Oops. Clean as hell. All of them in stark white. All of them. Fanny, Monica, and Tweet. All in white. Clean as hell. That for me, because y'all know I'm an R&B kid, so that for me was the best part of the show. I got my life. I got my life. I loved it. I thought it was so fierce. And Missy, you could tell she was surprised and she really appreciated it. She enjoyed it. Because I didn't expect it because they had a whole, like a tribute in the beginning, the first 20 minutes of the show. They were tributing and doing all this kind of carrying on. And I got them Tiana, what is her last name? Tiana Taylor? Little brown skin girl, cute little girl. That bitch, if she didn't come out there and pull off Lil Kim back in the day, Lil Kim slutty ass, back in the day, Lil Kim, she was dead on it. That nasty picture that Kim got on that one album when she down with her legs cracked up. I hate that picture. I've always hated that picture. But it's iconic for Kim. Sitting down there, nasty. Tiana pulled that look right off. She looked just as raunchy as Kim did. I said, girl, you better fucking do it. So my hat was off to that. If you can pull off raunchy that good, honey, and be that was because she's like a yo girl, you know what I mean? So that was like the total opposite of what she does. That was hot. That stuck out for me. So that was that. Okay. This was another thing that shocked the hell out of me when it comes to Lil Kim. Okay, so I thought it was cool that they did a small Marc Jacobs fashion show of Lil Kim's iconic looks that he designed and had the girls come out in them. That was hot. And is it me, or do you find yourself always wanting to run up in the back of Lil Kim and take her wig and yank it real fast and pull it back to like right here and then say, leave it, bitch, leave it. It's always down too far. Like, what the fuck, Kim? Your hairline is not down here by your eyebrows. Your part on your wig should not be starting right here. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's giving Star Trek tease, girl. Anyway. And then, baby, when they went to introducing off the beginning part of Kim's little tribute, Faith Evans, honey. And Faith was clean as hell. She was so done. But you know that you are a successful bitch that means something to the world when you are the motherfucking side chick and the wife comes out to open up for you to get an award. Hats off to side chicks everywhere, honey. I said, well, this is some shit here. I don't know what the fuck they said to Faith, or is that bitch just that, you know, I'm sure she's that over the situation, but I don't know that I would ever be that over the situation to really want to be on TV that bad to be given an award to my ex-husband's mistress. No God. You better woman than me, baby. That's the shit there. I said, okay. So that made me laugh. Then I was like all in when Diddy showed up. Diddy surprised Kim and showed up to actually present the award to her and all that. So that was real, real cool. It's always fun to see them interact. You know, that whole little bad boy, the original bad boy folk. So that was really, really cool. Um, Now, one thing that I did notice throughout the night, people were being real careful about using that word queen and using the word B. And I'm like, stop all that. Stop all that, because before there was ever even a Beyonce, before we thought about a Beyonce, these people were there. Queen Latifah was the queen, and Lil Kim has always been Queen B before there was even a Beyonce thought of. So y'all stop that. Y'all stop that. It was nothing against Beyonce or anything like that. I was like, y'all need to stop. And I mean, I could see it all throughout the night. They're being so careful with the placement of what they said. Even when there was a message for Lil Kim from Mary J. Blige, Mary J. Blige stumbled over her words, you know, of saying, you know, the queen bee and all of that. Like, you know, everybody's so scared to offend, I guess, the beehive. Child, the beehive better get some honey pacifiers and sit down, honey. Anyway, moving on. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. And nothing real special went on with Salt and Pepper. It's just the fact that they've been around for 30 years, and that's really groovy. You know what I mean? They've been around a very long time. Um, their speeches got on my nerves, though, because they were very reading from the teleprompter. So that kind of got on my nerves. But it's always good to see them. The tribute they did with Keke Palmer and whoever the fuck else that was that ran out there, they did push it. That was a fucking mess. Just so y'all know. That was a fucking mess. Because the video, everybody can watch that video. They kicked it on that motherfucking video back in the day. That shit that they did on that stage was a horror. The dancing was bad, and it was just all over the place. That was terrible. I didn't like that. I'd have rather seen them do it their goddamn selves. But anyway, um, that was basically it. It was, you know, it was a cool show, and I enjoyed it more than I actually thought that I would. And that's just all I wanted to say. I love those little elements that they had put in there that I didn't expect. So it really made it a good experience for me. I don't know what I was expecting, really. And it's probably bad on my part because I kind of went in negatively. And it turned out to be a positive because I really did enjoy myself watching it. Now, the last thing I will say that I left, Remy Ma just can't get it right. It just is what it is with Remy. Remy is a pretty girl. That makeup and that hair is going to be right, but them clothes, she just don't never get it right, child. I said, girl, if you don't get on out of here with that see-through shit and them motherfucking high-heel tennis shoes, just can't get it right. But the hair and the makeup's always going to be on. And I laughed at her so goddamn hard. She come out there doing the tribute in the beginning, and then her ass was all out of breath, child. I said, oh, Remy, a mess. But anyway, that's it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Y'all know how all that works. And I will see you guys later.